So not long after the last East vs West, they decided to organize a tournament style event called the Underground, which took place at Salt Lake City on April the 5th. With this event having standard BAF rules, where each match win gets you $500, semifinals $1,000, and finals also $1,000. With first match being Marcio Barbosa versus Cody Merritt. Personally, I thought that this match would be a little bit closer, but Marcio just ran through him, with Cody seemingly having nothing in the tank. And just like that, Marcio wins the match, getting his first $500 of the night. And yes, I know Cody recently competed against Evgeny Prudnik on the last East vs West 17 card, but that was with left arm, so no real excuses there. The next match was Ron Bath versus Jordan Sill, with this actually being a rematch since these two have met before, and it was on National Fitness Midwest Open 2 around 4 years ago, where Jordan pretty much dominated and ended up winning with a score of 3-1. So we start this off with Jordan already having one elbow foul. Right away, Jordan takes the winning side with Ron's hand seemingly opening up slowly, but the match stops because of an elbow foul from Ron. So now they have one foul each, and on the third go, the same thing happens. Ron gives a good fight, but Jordan's side pressure is just way too much. The last round goes a little bit better for Ron, with him fully redlining, with Jordan ending up on top, winning their rematch and also securing his money for the night. Even though Ron lost, he keeps being legend in this sport, with him still competing at this level and holding his own against guys who are much younger. Now it was time for the finals, where the winner would get $1,000 in cash, where Marcio Barbosa, a very well-known arm wrestler in the sport, was set to face against Wallace Dilley, a relatively new guy on the scene with only 3 years of experience and with 2 national titles on his resume. And just like most of you, I thought that this will be a clean sweep for Marcio, right? Well, let's find out. Now right after they say go, Wallace does something crazy and stonewalls Marcio, with Marcio trying to get into a hook, but since it was too late, Wallace just presses him right to the pad. Now I was not expecting that at all, and I presume none of you were either. Then at the second go, Marcio gets a foul right away for carving in. Then they go again, and right away Wallace contains Marcio but gets a foul for lifting his elbow. Now it's one foul each, so Marcio has to be careful here. And in their next go, right as Marcio feels like he can't pin him, he tries to slip out, but of course he tries way too hard and gets the second elbow foul, which crazy enough means that this round goes yet again to Wallace and he is the winner. After this, they apparently agreed to a strap match, since Marcio usually does better in straps, and in this match he didn't get to show it. After the go, Wallace almost takes Marcio right to the pad, but Marcio does contain him pretty well, but then out of nowhere, Wallace transitions, putting his shoulder in and pressing Marcio right to the pad. Now safe to say this was pretty unexpected, and Wallace definitely deserves more recognition after this match. Now here are the final placings and how much money each of them won that night. But let's quickly talk about Wallace, because none of us expected this to be as dominant as this was. And this begs the question, is Wallace ready to take on people from events like East vs West or King of the Table? And what if at the last King of the Table, Wallace was in the place of Marcio facing Matt Mask? Would the results be different? Would Matt Mask also dominate Wallace like he did Marcio? I don't know, but it's definitely an interesting match in my opinion. But do let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts about this whole event and all the matches that I mentioned before. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by clicking like, and also subscribing to not miss any of my future uploads.